So we had a video submission. I am going to pull it up. So we have Lily. Lily has sent me a video. If you guys have not sent me a video, please send me a video. If you have your homework with you after we're done watching the video, I would like to see it. If you don't have it, we will be emailing your parent. Okay.
Hello, today I will talk about lily flower. Lily flower
You guys hear it?
have anther, stigma, have anther.
Can you guys hear it? Is this good? This is my first time. Can you hear it? Okay.
Hello, today I will talk about lily flower. Lily flower have anther, stigma, have anther, stigma, ovary down there, and petal. It was a little bit hard to read. Insects like lily flowers because they can eat pollen. Pollen is food for the insect. And flower can pollination their pollen. Insects can get pollen from the flower, but they need to help flower pollination. Flower lost their pollen, but they can get insect help to pollination. That's and bye-bye.
So guys, we had Lily present us a lily flower. I really enjoyed the presentation. I learned a lot. Insects do love pollen. Some of them actually use it for food. Bees are included. They use it to feed the young. They make little, basically, pieces of bread with the pollen, and that's what they feed their young. Okay, so if anyone else has their homework and would like to present it, please raise your hand. I see David. I am going to call on David. Tell me about what flower you chose and some fun facts about it.
I'm not talking about flower, but I'm talking about the birds join with the flower.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Plants trick insects by using all of their tricks. Pollination is a transfer of insect to a plant. Nectars are made by anther. Nectars are sweet for the insects. Nectars are food. They make insects confused so they can give seeds. Birds use tongue to drink nectar.
Yeah, and are their tongues, do you think their tongues are long or short? Do you know?
Long.
Long. Yeah, their tongues are very long so they can reach down into the flower. Good job, David. Yeah, nectar's food. They trick, I really like how you added that they trick the animal or the bird with nectar. That was really good. Anyone else? We have time for one more person. If you have your homework, take a picture of it and just send it in. You don't have to take a video, just take a picture of it and send it in. Okay, I want to know who did it, so I'm going to email your parent if you don't send me a picture in. Okay, because I want to see everyone's homework. I want to see what I need to learn from you guys too. I love it. You guys see the bird? Can some of you guys see the bird reaching into the flower? Okay, well, we are going to move on to today's lesson. Good job, David. I really like it. Same with Lily. I really like it. Send in your guys' homework, please. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Okay, today we're going to learn one of our final lessons on the plant life cycle. And we're going to learn about seeds and dispersal. After today, we're going to have a review And then we will have an exam, a test tomorrow night after our review. Okay? So we're going to review some key words. These are older words that we learned a few days ago. We have photosynthesis. We have respiration, stomata, and chlorophyll. Please raise your hand if you know the definition to photosynthesis. Katie.
Photosynthesis is how living things turn food into energy.
Okay, let's check. Does anyone disagree with her? Raise your hand if you have another answer. Okay, let's check the answer. So photosynthesis is the unique way that plants make their food. So remember, photosynthesis is how they make the food, okay? It doesn't turn food into energy. This one technically turns the sun's energy into food. So it's the opposite of that. So this is the unique way plants make their own food. So, respiration. We have how living things turn food into energy, a chemical found inside leaves that is used for photosynthesis, or open during the day and close during the night. Does anyone know how living things turn food into energy? So the first box, how Harry.
Respiration.
Yep.
How
Oh
living-
yeah. Yeah, how living things turn food into energy. So on your exam, what you need to know is photosynthesis makes food by using sunlight and water, okay, as well as carbon dioxide. So photosynthesis makes food, and respiration is how they use the food, okay? They breathe in oxygen like we do, and they convert the food into energy. They breathe in and they turn the food that they made through photosynthesis into energy. Okay, does anyone remember what the stomata are? What are they kind of like? Are they like our hands? Are they like our ears? Are they like our mouths? What are they like? David.
They look like a mouth. That
Yeah,
mouth of the leaf to breathe.
yeah, they're the mouths of the leaf to breathe. It's how carbon dioxide and oxygen get in and out of the leaf for photosynthesis as well as respiration. It's how plants breathe. And everyone should know this. Chlorophyll is a chemical found inside leaves that is used for photosynthesis. Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. Okay? And what color is chlorophyll? What color is chlorophyll? Myth. Myth, can you tell me what color chlorophyll is? Any guesses on what color chlorophyll is that's found inside of leaves? We're looking at this word right here, chlorophyll.
It's green.
It's green. Perfect, because leaves are green. It's the chlorophyll. Perfect. 100% there. Okay. That might be a question on your exam. What color is chlorophyll? Okay. So now today we have going to seed. I would like someone to read going to seed. I'm going to have Alex read us going to seed. Hey, Alex.
Going to seed. Flowering plants reproduce by making seed, which happen after a plant has been pollinated. Seeds have valves need protecting, so the plant will grow fruit to cover the seeds.
Yeah, so when is a seed made? After what? Flowering plants reproduce by making seeds, which happens after a plant has what?
A fruit.
It's right in the sentence. So we have, thank you, Alex. So we have flowering plants reproduce by making seeds. Let me redraw that. By making seeds. This happens after a plant has been pollinated. Okay? So after a plant has been pollinated. So after the flower is pollinated, we get seeds. And that's what we're going to learn about today. We're going to learn about how that happens. So here's a video. This is going to be of a tomato plant, okay? And we are going to watch what happens. And this is going to start with seeds germinating, Another vocab word we have learned. I'm gonna pause it every so often to ask you guys a question, okay? So we're growing some mini tomatoes. You can see the seeds germinating. If you guys actually look right here, you can see the seed that came out of the ground. You can see the plant is coming out of the seed right now. The seed actually came up with the plant. This seed got stuck down there. Okay, first question. What is happening? What is allowing this plant to grow? How is it getting food to grow? Does anyone know how it's making its food? Jenna, do you know how this plant is making food? It's one of our vocab words. It uses the sun. Harry.
Photosynthesis.
Yeah, it's photosynthesis. Remember, plants are making their food through photosynthesis. Thank you for helping Jenna. So yeah, so this plant is currently using photosynthesis to grow. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. So now the plant is growing into a mature plant. Sorry, guys. Does anyone see what the plant is starting to produce? What is the plant starting to produce or make? What do you see? What do you notice happening? Jenna, do you see what the plant is making? What is that yellow thing on the plant?
The flower.
Yeah, a flower. It's a flower. So the plant has matured and it's making flowers. guys, the flowers are now out. David, what do the flowers need now? What does the plant need now? What does it need to come to it?
Glucose.
What?
Glucose.
Workers or
And glucose. It's a word for sugar.
pollinators?
No,
Yeah, pollinators are going to come for sugar. We won't be able to see the pollinators in this video, sadly. It's a time lapse. It's going so quick, the insects are flying by too quick to see them. But there is pollination. Uh-oh. What are these flowers turning into? Does anyone know what these flowers are turning into? Lily, what are the flowers turning into?
The flower turning into the tomato.
Yeah, and the tomato is a what? Do you know what a tomato is? She's gone. So a tomato is a fruit. Can anyone guess what is inside of the fruit? Lisa, what is inside of the fruit? Seeds. Yeah. So we had a flower turn into a fruit, and now there's seeds inside. And now once the plant makes its seeds, you can actually see it turning yellow. It's starting to die. The reason is, once a plant makes its seeds, some plants die. Sometimes they only live once. They do one cycle and then they die. Because after they make seeds, they can make more plants, okay? But something like a tree can make seeds many, many times without dying. But tomato plants die every year and you have to replant them. Okay. So we have a seed, a young plant, a mature plant, a flower, and a fruit. And this slide is going to be very important to learn. This is the complete life cycle. We've been going over this the whole time, okay? So we have this arrow, which is a seed turning into a young plant. A seed turning into a young plant. Is Courage there?
Yes.
Okay. So when a seed turns into a young plant, what process is that?
Germination.
Germination. Yeah, so it's germination. Okay? So a seed turning to a young plant is germination. Then we have a young plant turning to a mature plant. This is growth. This is the plant growing. It grows through photosynthesis, making food. Remember, photosynthesis is making food, and respiration is breathing in oxygen and turning that food into energy to grow. Okay, so it's using photosynthesis and respiration. A mature plant then flowers. Okay, so we have flowering next. And this is what you guys learned last class. Once it flowers, you have a pollinator. A pollinator like a bee or a bird or a bat. And it pollinates the flower. Okay? That flower turns into fruit. And this is how a plant reproduces. produces. So this is reproduction. Is this red arrow? Okay. So this is through pollination. The flower turning into a fruit is done through pollination. Okay. And this is what we're going to learn about briefly today, is seed dispersal. So you guys have learned about germination, about flowers, how pollinators pollinate flowers, the flowers turn into fruit, and then once it turns into a fruit, something called seed dispersal happens. Okay? Where are the seeds held? What protects the seed? Aisha, what protects the seed? What are they held in? Where are the seeds? Where are they located? What are they inside of? Think of things that have seeds. Do apples have seeds?
Yes.
Yeah. Do oranges have seeds?
I don't know.
Okay. So seeds are inside of what? What are apples? What are oranges? What are bananas?
The food.
Yeah, food. What type of food? Do you know? Is it a vegetable? Is it a... Do you know the word for those?
No.
They're fruit.
Yeah.
Yep. So they are fruit. So they're inside fruit. You can see them here. Okay. So carried away. Plants spread their seeds so they can grow in new places. This is called seed dispersal. It gives the seeds a chance to find sunlight, water, and food that are already not being used by the parent plant or seed. So seed dispersal is the word we're looking at. Okay? Seed dispersal. Can anyone tell me what this word means by using the paragraph above? Harry, can you tell me what seed dispersal is? What is it?
Plants spread their seeds so they can grow in new places.
Yeah, it's how plants spread their seeds. It tells you right here. Plants spread their seeds. This is called seed dispersal, okay? And they do seed dispersal so the plant can find its own sunlight, water, and food, okay? Okay, this will be our last reading. So read both passages, just passing through and get stuck in. Okay. Courage. What is happening in just passing through? What'd you read about?
Food tasting.
Okay, Courage, I'll call on you shortly. Just read just passing through, and then I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna ask someone now about get stuck in while Courage reads just passing through. Okay, Lily, what is happening in get stuck in? Lily.
The pet dog ran in the park, so and it's come back with some stick on the fur.
On the fur, yep. So some seeds have like spikes on them. Look at the spikes on these. And I'm sure you guys have seen these on your clothes before. They get stuck to you and then they later fall off. This is called seed dispersal. So the animal's walking by, gets seeds all over it, and takes the seeds far away to grow somewhere else. Okay, let's go back to courage. Courage, what is happening during just passing through? Just passing.
Fruit is thirsty and colorful to get animal to eat it.
Yeah, so where are the seeds going? Where are they going?
um, they are far away from the parent plant.
Yeah. So in this, the animals are eating the seeds and fruit. And then guess what they're doing? Later on, they're gonna poop. They're gonna poop out the seeds somewhere else. So they're gonna carry them around in their stomachs. And then when they go to the bathroom, they're gonna plant the seeds for the plant. Gross, yuck. But this really helps the plants, okay? So we have sticking to fur and going through the animal. Yuck. These are two other ways I'd like to share with you. Some seeds can fly, like on the left. They can fly in the wind. And then this coconut on the right, it can float, it can swim. Some seeds will float, some seeds will fly. Some seeds are just passing through. The animal eats the seed, walks around, and goes to the bathroom, and then the plant can grow. And then some get stuck to fur. These are just different ways of seed dispersal. Plants spread their seeds so they can grow. Okay, so this is why they're doing it. They're spreading their seeds so they can grow. And once again, plants cannot move around. So the seeds have to find ways to get far away from the plant. If they just dropped right to the ground, it would try to grow right next to the parent plant. And the parent plant would be like, no, this is my sunlight. I can't share my sunlight. So they have to go and spread. Okay. So this is going to be a review for today. Okay, we have a few questions here. So all fruits are edible, true or false? Actually, so think about this real quick. I didn't add this slide, but some fruits are like pine trees. So I'm going to go over this one because I actually did not add this. This is my fault. I was supposed to add this. So some trees are like pine trees. And I'll give you guys an example next class of this, okay? So there's pine cones, and we can't eat pine cones. They taste really gross. I'm sure some seeds off of trees taste really gross. So we cannot eat all fruits. So this would be false. We don't eat all fruits. Some plants make gross. They taste gross, blah. Especially if they're not trying to get an animal to eat it. What has to happen for a flower to turn into a fruit? Does anyone know? Raise your hand if you know what has to happen for a flower to turn into a fruit. Yes, Lily?
I think they need to pollination.
Yeah, they need to do pollination. Yep. Pollination. Pollen fertilizes the ovary and matures into a fruit. So they need that pollen, but they need a pollen from another plant. Okay. What is your favorite fruit? I want to know what your guys' favorite fruit. Raise your hand if you can tell me your favorite fruit. Kwong.
My favorite fruit is a watermelon.
A watermelon. And do you ever eat the seeds?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So Kwong Ons is a watermelon. Neymar, what is your favorite fruit?
My favorite fruit is watermelon.
Another watermelon? Okay, okay. Lily has raised her hand.
My favorite fruit is apple.
Apple. And do you eat the seeds?
No.
No, yuck. Some animals do. Deer will. Some animals will. Katie, what's your favorite fruit?
My favorite fruit is also my favorite fruit is mango.
Mango. And does it have a big seed or small seeds? Do you know?
Big seeds.
Yeah, it
Big
has a
seed.
big seed. Yeah, not all seeds are the same. They're all there for different reasons. Okay. Mine is a banana. And there are seeds in banana, but they're super, super tiny. And most animals will eat the seeds, okay, for a banana. I would like someone to try to describe seed dispersal to me. And this is your last question of the review. Seed dispersal. Raise your hand if you know seed dispersal. Just a really easy description of seed dispersal. Let's do Lisa. Lisa, can you tell me what seed dispersal is?
It's special.
What happens during seed dispersal? What are the seeds doing?
Spread out.
Yeah, they're spreading out. And can someone tell me one way, just one way that seeds spread out? One way. Okay, I'm gonna just give you one. So they're plants spreading their seeds so they can grow in new places. There's flying, they can be eaten, they're sticking to animals' fur, floating on water, and many more. So they can fly, they get eaten, they stick to animals' fur, and floating on water. So that's the end of class, guys. We'll send out your homework assignment. Everyone have a great day.